Hello guys, how are you today? This is going to have to be a short one because I just realized the time as I was starting the recording. But you know how I said I'm so glad everything's going to be in its permanent place now? And I put these three in a row. I quite like the wisteria. I think they look good all together. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put these. There's only three of them, like three different colors. And I love the way they look. So let's just do that. And then I was sitting there looking at them going, you know what, that looks so much brighter if the yellow ones were in the center instead of the blue ones. So now I'm going to move everything. Well, I'm moving the blue ones out of the way, moving the yellow ones into that, and then moving the blue to the other side. Because I just think it'll look brighter. I think it'll look kind of nicer to have the yellow. I love the yellow wisteria. I think that color is so pretty. It is such a lovely, lovely, lovely shade of yellow. I've only got the one there. I'll just leave that one. Okay, let's go get the little ones and start to move them over. So, you know, it was a nice idea that it was all going to be good the first time. Hasn't worked out that way. But does it ever? I mean, does it ever really work out? You know, I don't think so. And we'll move these into here. Do. It's such a cheerful yellow. It's soft, it's clear, it's clean. It doesn't have weird green tints to it. It doesn't have, you know, kind of a murky toned down gold. I find a lot of games really seem to have a hard time with the color yellow. I don't understand why. I actually don't get it unless, as I've said before, and I believe this to be true, that a lot of people, you know, the guy, the tech guy that's got the know-how to get it done doesn't realize he's colorblind. You get lots of very muddy yellows, darks, and too much browns in them, or too much gray, or they just don't work. They just don't work out that well, and that has not been the case. That right there, that's clear and lovely. I like it. So is this going to feel better with the blue in the center? Absolutely. Because the blue and yellow looks nice. The pink and yellow. I just find the pink and the blue in these two, they somehow, I don't know. I love them both. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these colors. I think they're quite nice. But they sort of fall into a monotone somehow. They feel very, very quiet together. And yeah, this is way better. Oh yeah. And the blue looks nice to the white across the across the canal there. I just blew 1,000 ribbons putting in a row of tea. Just a row of tea. But I knew that was coming, so oh well. And I don't think I'm not going to put in as much tea and as many crocus and stuff as I have before. I did that before because I was trying to level a warehouse. And it was just taking so many, and I was doing that alone for the most part. I was getting a lot of help on the other farm, and bless you guys, I love you so much. Up to the point where all the land was bought, and then it quietened down a lot, like a lot. And I put in a lot of crocus, and a lot of the tea, because it was just helping me get lots and lots of diamonds. But once the warehouse was done, it also became, it was just like, well, I got more of them than will ever make sense. I just didn't need them. It just wasn't, it's like, wow, they're just kind of cluttering up the place now. I need to get, I could just remove half of these. So I don't think I'm going to do that. This time around, I'm not going to put in near as many. I think this one row of tea, the black tea plus that clump that I already have over here, is probably going to be close to it. I was thinking I'll use this clump in decorative places because I quite like them as shrubs. They're very pretty. And I've got the 3 colors there, and that's all good. But I don't think I'm going to do a lot more with those. Nor the crocus. I won't be putting in near as many of them as I did before. So we have a bit of a pink patch here. We've got a clump of trees here, and that's all good. I don't know what's going on that side yet, so we'll sort that out later. So just starting to get some colors in. With this one, this row in the center here, where I've got two kind of trees. I actually have three, because these are from events, the pistachios, and they give diamonds, and they're in the back were the, I don't know, whatever, the chestnuts, I guess, and they give diamonds. And I just put a bit of fir in the middle, because the two on the edge, of course, they're limited in the number I can put in. So I don't have a full row of them. So then I just put the cypress in the center, so it seemed like a good choice at the time. Now I will be taking a lot of these rows and bringing them up a lot further. I'm not going to be wasting all of this space. It's just for right now. I just sort of want to, you know, sort out where we are and what I've got and what I am going to do with those extra spaces, and I'll worry about all the rest of that later. So, yippers. With some of these extra long rows with the kind of low end flowers like the hibiscus or something, I may end up putting half and half actually there. So yeah, because I only ever do those. I don't even bother harvesting those unless there's a quest involved. So the alpacas just got done. Good job. Now we're waiting on a few rabbits, which are where? Over here, and he's taking care of those. So good job. Good, my little friend. Oh, you know what? Let's go make some more cheese, please. I do have enough now to just buy, you know, I've got enough gold. I could just buy the rest of the cheese because it wouldn't be a lot of them. But I'm hesitant. I went through so many thousands of gold buying this stuff up. I'd like it to, you know, to stock up again a little bit, because you know, the next one is almost definitely going to be jam. I'm going to have a long way to go with that. So, and I'll have to buy all of them. And if I need 700 or 800 of those, then my gold's going to be pretty much gone again. And I hate just completely running out. It makes me feel like, no, well, now I'm stuck. You know, what's going to happen if I need something now, right? I don't know. And I keep these other cheese, the smaller ones around, where you just get one cheese at a time. They are more efficient, and if I'm not in a hurry to get cheese, and I am now, I get that, but they don't use up as much milk per blocks of cheese, and I find that, you know, I try to be, this is my balance between being a greedy little grasper trying to get as much cheese as quickly as possible and being semi-willing to pay for that, and being an efficient person who's, you know, using the proper one and waiting it through and getting it done in a patient and sensible manner. That's my balance here, okay? I got, it's all good. This is the thing. This is the thing. I started paying down this, but again, the money goes so quickly when you do. And the fishy one too. The fishy one I just want for its looks. So this one I will be paying for it no matter what, because I want the full system sitting there. It's going to be so cute here. This feels important to me. So that one's going to be the long haul. We're in it for the haul, guys. And I still got to plant, like naturalize the shoreline here a little bit and decide what I'm going to do. I mean, I figure there's probably going to be flowers. This will be big, long strips of flowers. Over here somewhere, I think I'm going to put in like the field crops. There'll be the rows of the crops in this section near the market garden. I mean, that makes sense, right? That sounds like an efficient way to do things. And then, of course, the actual farmstead in the center here. Oh my goodness, I'm quite looking forward to this one. This feels so, it was a little intimidating. Twisty Maze said something about all that flat is intimidating. And it is. I find this is, look at that. It's just like nothing. It's just this big featureless expanse of blah, which is terrifying. And it was important to me to have it feel interesting when I walked around, that I wasn't just like, oh, rows and rows and rows, tra-la. And I didn't really know what to do with that. So in some ways it felt quite intimidating doing this farm. And then in other ways, because I'm not doing an entire community, I'm just doing a farm. It's it has, you know, caused some of its own challenges. Getting rid of fabric. Oh my goodness. Getting rid of fabric has become like the biggest problem in the game for me, because I don't have the shops, because I can't, you know, I can't justify a private barber shop and a clothing shop on a farm. That is, it just sounds so ridiculous. And sitting there trying to, you know, use the small ones that have got, I think they're a whole minute, right? They're, I think it's a minute between them. I've only got 3 of them down because, again, I mean, a whole row of 10, suddenly we've become a textile industry, you know, rather than a farm. Where you may have a staff member that likes to weave her own cloth and sell the little bit extras at the market. So I've only got the 3 of them down, and getting rid of, paying off the fabric is just this never-ending pain in the neck. It's wild that has become an issue. I sat here, oh my goodness, it took me forever the other day. Where am I clicking the right button here? The fabric, to get it down. It was up around, you know, 11,000 or something, and it was just, oh my goodness, this is so painful. Like, no, don't make me do it. It was awful. It was really, really bad. It's like, oh well. You know what, if we could, I'll go with the yellow daisies and then put in another row of orange. Do I want to do daisies there though, or do I want to break that up? You know, all of a sudden it all looks so flat and boring. So let's get something taller. I'm going to put the orange on either side. So in the middle, do I have a bunch of yellow ones? I don't yet. I've got a few up in the other end, but let's put these here because they're lovely. I really like how, and this again, one, you know, what I was saying about the clear yellows and stuff. This is a beautiful yellow. It's a little deeper. It's a little bit more gold. Not a lot, but it's just such a beautiful, beautiful color. I quite like this one. And I guess I'll just end up recycling the ones at the other side there. Although, you know what? We're going to go up further with these because we can. And then we're going to want, whoops, more orange here. Because I didn't bring that canal all the way up, the last 2. I guess I missed, you know, the one before that too. I've been recycling all the little banana trees and stuff that were kicking around in this area. Of course, now we got to get the ribbons back up into the thousands because I need to start putting watering things down. Oh my goodness gracious. Golly gee willikers. My goodness, no kidding. That's going to take a while too. Oh well. Of course, now I'm buying all these flowers too. They're blowing through the cash again. We're getting down to the, ooh, it's going to be hard to, no, wrong button. It's going to be hard to even have money to plant with here soon if I'm not careful. I don't think there's anything in the way. I can run this canal all the way up. I think the horses were in the way of the other row there, so I just didn't get to it yet. But yeah, I figure maybe with some of the lower end flowers, I'll just put like half and half in the rows. I mean, they're faster too. You don't have to wait 2 days or 3 days or, you know, 16 hours or something. They're going to be ready in an hour and a half. So you don't need as many to complete some of the bigger quests that call for lots. So it seems like a good plan-ish. Totally-ish. Yeah, this one had the horses in the middle. This one I just stopped too soon. You know what, there were trees there and I came up to move them and then I forgot to go back and finish it. And that's all it was. And then, like I said, it's all got to be naturalized and made pretty, and you know, we're going to want proper paths and little things that look like people live here. You know, we've got to, yeah. Anyway, this one's going to have to be short and sweet because I got a doctor's appointment to go to and I should have been leaving now and I'm not ready. Bye, guys. Take care. See you soon. Whoops. In a hurry here. Click, click, click. Bye-bye, guys.